everybody.
Hello.
Oh,
We have our masks on
yes,
still,
we
sorry.
can take them off.
Welcome to Quilt Club for 2021 and 2022. I'm Shannon.
I'm Cynthia.
And
You'll be seeing lots of us.
Yes, you will, and we're so happy that you're here joining us for our new and improved Quilt Club. It used to be called $10 Quilt for those of you who have been with us before, and now we've changed the name because we just thought it sounded better.
It's morphed a bit over the years, and yeah, it suits it better.
It is. So
You're all quilt clubbers.
You're into club.
Oh, wow. We're that hip.
Yeah, unfortunately we're not.
Or Shannon is.
Yeah, I don't even know about that. Okay, so we're just going to go over some of the rules, I guess you could say, or regulations. And if you have any questions when the video is over, and I'm sure you will, you can consult your email that you originally got to sign up, or you can give us a call or drop us an email, and we'll be happy to help you as much as we possibly can.
Yep. We figure in the first month particularly there's going to be a few questions.
So I'm going to go over all of the pattern stuff and the cutting and that sort of thing, and that you can go over
I can
the
go
rules.
over the setup. So we are starting virtually, as you know. So for at least September and October, we're going to be doing the Quilt Club totally virtually. So you'll be seeing video. We'll be posting it the second Wednesday of the month. And during the course of the video, you'll get information about the block you're going to make. We'll do a demo of various products and new notions to the store, exciting fabrics that have come in. We might do a demo of a ruler. We do all sorts of different things. We might even do a little song and dance show. You never know. Everything we talk about, you get 20% off. When we're doing it virtually, you get the 20% off for the duration of that month. So basically from the second Wednesday of this month to the
day before
the second Wednesday of the next month, you'll be able to get the 20% off. You get a coupon code in your email that allows you to shop online if you'd like to do so. This month it's school, all in capital letters, 20.
No space.
No space. And you can use that to shop online. When you come into the store, you can also tell us the action or word, show us the action or tell us the word of the month, which we'll be interjecting sometime in this video. Show us that, tell us that, and you can get the 20% off on products that you buy in store as well. And that's also good for the month. When you come into the store, you'll be given a package of fabric, which will have the pattern that Shannon's going to tell you about and the fabrics that you need to make this month's block. The idea is that you take that home, put together your block, and then bring it back to show it to us when you come in to pick up next month's block.
On or after the second Wednesday of October. You don't have to come the second Wednesday. You can come that day or any of the days after that.
Yeah, just not before that. If you make a mistake with your block, or you miscut and you mess up one piece of fabric, if you make a mistake and lose the whole block, the dog eats it, you drop it out of the car, whatever, to get a replacement package of fabric is $5. And if you are just needing one piece of fabric because you made a miscut, it would be $2 to get that. So there's no problem if there's a mistake, just go on. If we've made a mistake, we will of course compensate you, provide you with the extra fabric you need.
Us make a mistake?
We never make mistakes.
You must come yourself in person.
Yes.
Every single person must come here to pick up their own block. The only way someone else can pick up your block for you is if they pay $10.
Yes. So if you miss a month, if you don't have your homework done, there is no problem. You can get back into the cycle, but it will cost you that penalty of $10.
Or if you don't know the word or action.
Yes, that as
$10.
well. So that's most of the rules. There's some information about inclement weather, which doesn't apply yet, so we won't worry about that too much. If at any point we go into COVID lockdown, because we're still dealing with those issues, if we go into another lockdown, the program will be suspended for the duration of the lockdown, and we would tack that amount of time on at the end. So it may affect when the program ends, but the program will continue. But again, we'll be in communication by email about anything like that. And also, when we're going to transition to stage 2, which we're not going to go to in detail, we'll give you lots of heads up time so that you know that that transition is coming.
Anything else? There was, and I just forgot it now. I will just go on with my second thought that I had then. There is a finishing kit available. So at the end of the 12 months or more of this program, you will have 12 and a half inch quilt blocks. And if you want to take that and sew it into a quilt, that's entirely up to you. You will be receiving the entire pattern for this. Everyone gets the whole pattern of the blocks and the finishing kit. You have a picture in your email. Cynthia can hold up that.
I will hold that.
So everyone gets this full pattern. The fabric will be available more towards the end of the program, and you will be able to purchase a finishing kit. We don't have the price on that yet, but we will work that out shortly. You can find anything you need to know about Quilt Club on our website, countryconcessions.com. There's a tab across the top called Quilt Club, and you just hover over that, and then a drop down comes up, and you can choose if you want to look at the registration, which you've done that already. But there's also all the information is there if you have any questions. And if that doesn't answer your questions, you can give us a call or send us an email, and we will do our best to explain all of these rules to you.
I think I've glanced through this, and I think we've covered everything.
So
onto the fabric and pattern.
In your package, you're going to receive a fabric
I'll hold
legend.
this closer.
Thank you. We did this a couple years ago, and it worked quite well. It is the fabric legend for the Grandmother's Sampler quilt. Your pattern includes 2 different quilt layouts. One's called A Mother's Love, and one is called Grandmother's Sampler quilt. We are doing Grandmother's Sampler quilt. You really have to work hard to remember that. We're going to highlight it in your pattern for the first few months, but stick with the Grandmother's Sampler quilt. So the fabric legend is very straightforward, but it takes a while to get onto it. In the pattern, the fabric, say for instance, in this case, is referred to red floral. So you have to look at your sheet, and for the blush this month, red floral is actually pink floral. And for the second colorway, red floral is actually some letters. And for the other colorway, it's a pink and teal floral. So you really have to pay attention to your legend, but as long as you follow the pattern and the legend, you'll be all set. If you want, a great idea is to make yourself a little swatch sheet. If you've got little scraps left over after the first month when you're done your cutting, you can make a swatch sheet. Just put the name and the swatch of fabric, and it's invaluable for you. So you will all get a fabric legend. You will all also get 2 sheets that the pattern designer has included in the pattern. They're her sewing instructions, I guess you could call it. And you need to pay particular attention to these because she gives you explicit information about cutting that I will give you in a nutshell, but it's important to hold on to these as well as your fabric legend. So in your pattern that you're going to get, this is what they look like each month. There's this page and the back side. Cynthia's going to put it closer for me. Thank you, Cynthia. You'll notice, if you could point to the grandmother's, we're always going to be using the second one.
Yeah, and we're going to highlight it to begin with, just to give you a little nudge to start, and the back is the sewing instructions.
So the cutting instructions are actually very good. She has you cut in the first place from your red floral a 4.5 inch square. So we've given you ample fabric to do so. You just cut that into a 4.5 inch square. The second one is dark green, and she wants you to cut that into 5.25 square. Again, very straightforward to do, to cut this into a 5.25 inch square. But then if you look behind the instructions, or at the end there, she has you cut it on 2 diagonals, so you will end up with 4 triangles. So all you need to do is cut the first, and then she gives you the subcuts with a little picture, and she explains that in the sewing instructions as well. You don't really need to refer to this bottom part of the pattern. That is for us when we're cutting your pieces. They suggest to us what size of fabric we should be giving you to get the pieces out of. We've given you a little more than they've said, but do not cut your blocks or your fabrics to those sizes. These are the sizes we've given you. These measurements here are what you want to pay attention to in the center of the, I should go closer maybe. In the center, you want to pay attention to these measurements here. And these guys down here is just for our use. The only time you might want to use this is if there's a number of cuts to make from one piece of fabric. For instance, the background. We've given you lots to do it, but this is the best way to lay it out. So you may want to look down there for that, but don't use these numbers. Use the numbers in the center section of the pattern. So that's the cutting, and then she gives you all the piecing and pressing on the back. So it is a little involved, but once you get onto it, I think after the first or second block, it's not going to be a problem at
And
all.
you'll know exactly where you're looking. And
You'll
everything.
know precisely. And I think that's about all there is for.
In the first month, you will get some other additional
Pictures
illustrations
and, yes.
of different sorts of layouts that you can do. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
We're on to the products
so
now.
On to our good stuff.
Again, if you have questions, check the website first. There's a lot of information under Quilt Club for our Quilt Clubbers in the club. So now I'm saying that.
No.
And if that doesn't answer your questions, then you can give us a call or pop in to see us or send us an email. So the fabrics I'm going to show you today, or not the fabrics, the samples I'm going to show you today. The first one is called Heat and Bond Liquid Vinyl. It is my new favorite thing. What it does is it turns your fabric, just regular quilting cotton, into like an oilcloth vinyl. And I don't know if you can hear that, but it's really cool. Yeah, it's got a great texture to it. So you just smear it on with this foam paintbrush, and you can do one layer. One layer will give you water and stain resistance. Then you iron it after it dries. Second layer
with a
gives
piece
you,
of parchment paper on top.
very important. I didn't have that problem, but I could see that I might have had that problem. The second coat gives you waterproof and stain resistant, and the third coat gives you waterproof, stain resistant, and an oilcloth semi-gloss.
And it really is.
Oh, it is.
It's such a neat feel
It is.
and look.
Yeah,
it's
cool.
It's quite satisfying.
I think this would be great for makeup bags or any little
lunch bag,
any
pencil
tote
case.
bags you're making,
Yeah.
pencil case, because you can wipe it and clean it. Baby bibs, even placemats if you've got an extra sloppy eater.
I'll be taking about 4 jars of that stuff.
Yeah, so it's just, I
It's
think,
not me that's the sloppy eater, by
no,
the
it's
way.
not. I'm going to be using a lot of this because I just think it's really cool. It'd be great even for the bottom of your purses or bags that you're making, so you can wipe it clean. I think there's just a lot of applications for this, and it goes a long way too. I played with it a fair bit. You probably can't see, but there's
It's
hardly
only
any
down about,
taken out.
oh geez, half an inch,
Like
not even
that,
that.
yeah. So it's fun to play with, and I think it serves a great purpose too. We will put the sample up by the front of the store, so when you guys come in, you can feel it. The jar of Heat and Bond liquid vinyl costs $24.99 less your 20%.
It's going to go a long way, though.
It is. I
Yeah,
love it.
for sure. No,
Yes,
it's
it
very, very
does.
cool. Okay, and I have got 2 great new bag panels to share with you. Both of these are going to be 20% off, as is the Heat and Bond liquid vinyl. So the bag panels are both from Northcott. These are really cool. It's basically a printed panel done in a cotton canvas. So it's a beautiful, relatively heavyweight canvas panel, really vibrant.
And then you could put Heat and Bond vinyl on it.
You could. I'm going to come closer to show you. This is just a picture of what the panel looks like. So this one is called September Morning. I'll hold up the bag in a second, but you can see we've got the bag section here, and over here are the 2 sections for the straps, and there's also a little tiny pocket you can use for credit cards or your cell phone or something like that. And all the instructions on how to make the bag are also printed on the panel. So everything is there in this one little bag. It's just dynamite. Well, everything you need is right in this little bag. So the first bag is called September Morning. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's digitally printed. The colors are so vibrant and beautiful. Oh, you can't see me very well. I'll have to come around the other side. There. Now you still can't see me, but I'll hold up the bag. There, you can see the panel. It's just beautiful. And it's got nice long handles, so you can put it over your shoulder, or you can carry it down and it's not going to hit the floor. They're the perfect length. So this panel, September Morning, is $12.99. So it's a very, very inexpensive project. The second panel is called My Canada, and this makes a tote bag like this, which is done in a print that looks like knit fabric. So it's really, really cool. So we've got the plaid on the bottom and for the maple leaf and along the top, and then this knit background. Gorgeous. And again, the handles are nice and long, so you can put that over your shoulder as well, or just hang it down by your side. And that panel is $17.99. Yeah, that's your 20%.
All right, I've got another product to share with you. This is called Quilter Select Free Fuse. So what this is semi-permanent fusing powder. So anytime you need to fuse something together, this is your go-to. They suggest that it's great for creating fusible quilt batting, ding, 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 fusible stabilizer, another very good application, fabric to fabric, appliques, costumes, quilting, home decor, and more. So we used it in a sample Mary Lou made for us. She tried it out and she said it was really good. She made a little sample, and all you need to do is sprinkle it on and iron it, not iron on the powder, iron the fabrics together, or the fabric and the batting, or whatever you're putting together with this between them, and it becomes instantly fused. You can pull it apart if you need to, if you fuse something wrong, but it's really, really good. It prevents you from having to pin or to spray baste or to baste or anything else.
You can put it exactly where you want it, obviously.
Yeah, one little spot or a larger area. It comes with a shaker that I put in too good the last time I was playing with it. I can't get the shaker out now. But trust me, it comes out. And inside of the shaker is the bag of powder. So there's the shaker there, and you just simply shake it, and the powder pops out. You iron it onto whatever you're working on, and you have things fused together. I think it's
pretty cool.
Pretty cool stuff. This container is $37.99, and a little goes a long way. And you get your 20% off of that as well.
Okay. So I think that is everything except the
action. Oh, we have to the last. We were going to interject.
We were going to put it in the middle, and we kind of forgot. So this month's action, which you must come in and show us, but your best effort is absolutely fine.
We won't hold you exactly to it.
You must pat your head and rub your tummy at the same time
to get your $10
and we realize
quilt.
just how silly we look, but
we do.
Hey, that's what it's all about, right?
Exactly. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if I mentioned the products will be on the website. You can use your School 20 coupon as of midnight, 12:01 a.m. Wednesday.
Okay, we will see you soon.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.